So, I have 3 questions for the audience. Raise your hand if you've ever had a parent before. Raise your hand if you've ever been a kid. Obviously, right? Raise your hand if you have kids. Excellent. I hope this one resonates with you. It's called Margaret Childhood. Honor your mother and father. Well, that's one part of the phrase. They always seem to forget the other part about how we were supposed to be raised. See, our unfulfilled drama from our childhood trauma that's buried so deep inside, we never got to resolve them. So I think it's time to tell you my kid's side. Because I remember when I tried to express myself. Oh, that's back talk. But then when I hide and lie to you, well, now you're shocked. That I didn't think of you as a safe space. But when I was honest with you, my feelings were thrown in my face. It's not a good taste. The salt from my tears, the blood in my mouth, it builds up in your chest, you can't help but sniffle or shout, oh, you better stop all that noise before I really give you something to cry about. See, everything's okay on the surface, as long as you're obedient and quiet. Such a happy family in public, but will you hug them in private? Their emotional scars and wounds, will they feel a need to hide from you and everyone? So terrified to be called your daughter or your son? Imagine having to keep your guard up against your guardian. You're not one of my little friends, as if that wasn't apparent me. You weren't even that. You weren't even a parent to me. Oh, you thought I didn't know. When I didn't see you at any of my games, my recitals, my highs, my lows, so many false yeses, all no-shows. Don't abuse your authority to rule over the minority, shouting out your dictations and one-sided conversations. Then you're wondering why I grew so shy and couldn't express myself and let disrespect fly. Or I grew so angry and rebellious, so difficult to console. It's because we couldn't speak our piece, suffocated by your control. Our emotions were dismissed. Our voices were silenced. We grew up becoming perpetrators and victims of domestic violence, all because we were shown such broken love. Validation? Regulation? Never heard of. Can you imagine how that feels? To be so powerless and not know what to do? Yeah, you do. Because we went through it too. And gone are those days. Such a shame to remind you that respect goes both ways. That's an eternal truth. Oh, respect my child? I'm in charge and they're beneath me. I could have sworn they were a human being and not your property. I won't chastise your body with bruises from beatings. No, I'll nourish you with love. I'll hit your mind with reason and to understand. Empathy, accountability, I'll show them firsthand. Apologizing to my kids doesn't make me any less of a man. I refuse to be stagnant. I refuse to just wait. I refuse to pass down this generational hate. Let's start a new tradition. One with love, with respect. Let's break this superstition that is somehow weak to self-reflect and detect the effective ways to treat our loved ones. Now look, I know it's hard, and you won't always know what to do. But here's a hint. Think back to what you craved, to what you long for. Because yeah, we were kids too. Yeah.